Check one. Hot mic. I have no way to. I didn't bring any headphones. I don't know if this mic's recording or not.
Blue String Chimes.
Today, you're going to hear me ramble about being a dreamer and how to survive. Not how to succeed, but how to survive. There's a big difference. Being a dreamer is the biggest blessing and the biggest curse in the entire world. It's a blessing because you can't fake being a dreamer. You have to be born with it. It's something that's it's this burning desire inside of you that you can't stop. The curse is that it's this burning desire inside of you that you can't stop. Being a kid, it's a lot easier to be a dreamer because that's when everything seems possible. And this isn't negative, it's when you have no limits. You haven't experienced the real world and adulting and bills and finances. And as you get older, the dreamer just gets pummeled on. It's almost like life knocks you down, sits on your chest, and just starts punching you in the face. And every time you're like, wait, give me 1 second, life goes, okay. And that's when you start to dream again. And then punches you in the face. And really, the only way to survive that is to keep going. It's not fun. It's not always easy because I always say there's this level of dreaming and reality where you can't tell the difference. As a dreamer, like you're dreaming it. For me, everything I dream about, I'm like, this is possible. This is manageable. And then you learn it's not. And you're like, okay, well then this time it's possible, it's manageable. And then you get disappointed again. So being a dreamer is being disappointed a lot, but dealing with it because you can't give up being a dreamer. I remember writing blogs back in the day of like, I've officially given up on being a dreamer because it's just not working out. And you could say that as much as you want, but a dreamer is always going to be a dreamer. There's a musical Newsies. I don't know if you've seen the Christian Bale movie of it before it became a musical. But there's one part and he says, for a dreamer, night's the only time of day. And I was an insomniac because all I could do is I'd get in bed and my mind would start going, here's how I'm going to do this. Here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then social media came out. Yeah, I'm old enough where I was before social media and now I'm in social media. And in social media, I'd be like, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to MySpace it, or I'm going to put it on my instant message at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And then you wake up the next morning and you go, that's the dumbest thing I've ever read. But as a dreamer, there's no filter. You get it. You're like, yes, I love it. And that's what it is you go full send on every dream. You don't always do that because when finances are involved, did I say that right? You have to be more wise. Like me, I have a wife and 2 kids. I can't just go willy-nilly with all my money if I had money. Like for example, I am currently renovating an old mechanic shop into a studio and I am beyond excited. But how do you be a dreamer without money? But for the last at least 12 years, anytime I have had money, I've purchased something for my future studio. So yeah, some of my stuff is outdated. None of it's like the most professional. Like eventually when I show you what my studio looks like, it's not gonna be as cool as the other studios you see on YouTube. And I'm okay with that because prior to this, my studio was in my house, which a lot of us do. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But as a dreamer, you always wanna keep climbing that ladder to your dream, your final destination. But the thing is, every time you get to your final destination, more dreams happen. And that's okay. But you have to learn to be content with what you have. And it took me at least 12 years to get to this place. And I'm beyond content with what I'm working with, what I have. Like one example, I have this, you can't really see, it's a slanted white wall. I don't know what to do with because I can't put a backdrop on it because it's slanted. And the next wall, like the camera's too close. So right now I just have a ladder because I don't know, it's just here. I'm lazy, I haven't moved it yet. Other people would be very frustrated with that. I'm like, oh, I literally have a blank canvas that's awkwardly slanted. So maybe I'll do a little painting on it or something. I don't know. I'm a dreamer where I think I'm good at everything, but I'm not. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. The main thing of this video is how to survive being a dreamer because I don't think enough people talk about this, and that's to keep dreaming. Don't give up. Now, you will learn, as I have, some dreams are your prime dreams, your main ones, not Amazon Prime, your prime dreams that everything you do leads up to this dream. For me, I've always wanted to be a Hollywood actor. That may never happen. I have a lazy eye. I'm not good at accents or anything. But that's my end goal dream, is to someday here's what's crazy as a dreamer. I want to do Hollywood movies because I love the escapism of it and how it takes people to reality, makes them laugh, makes them smile, makes them cathartic and feel something. In a way, you already do that with YouTube and you make videos. You've impacted people. Now, my big dream then is to, do the big times. I'm doing air quotes big times because I understand this could have more effect on people than actually being in a movie. But what I'm just saying, that's my big dream. So as I'm learning photography, as I'm learning video, as I'm learning studio lighting, that will play into if I'm ever in a movie, an actual movie. Then I'll know what I'm doing. But everything, I call them fail eggs. As you fail at things, you learn something from it. And that fail egg hatches and you're like, oh, what did I learn from this? Oh, it tastes horrible, but I've learned. That's super cheesy. That's not the best analogy, but that's how I roll. I don't make good analogies, but it helps me. But anyways, to be a dreamer, you keep on dreaming. If you can rank your dreams from this is a legit long-term dream and this is my dreamer mind thinking I could do anything. I watch American Ninja Warrior and sometimes I go, oh, you know what? If I tried really hard, I bet I could do that. I know I can't. I know that's just how my mind works and operates and that's fine, but I know I can't, so I'm not gonna waste my time doing it. Now, if I'm passionate about it, I'll dive in. Right now, I'm not. But I do know I want to do a very successful photo and video company that helps people rewind the best parts of their lives. That's my dream right now. That's not I can die a happy man doing that because you're content. But I know there's other dreams. And if I can't get there, that's okay. I'm at this great checkpoint in my life where I can bring joy and feelings and emotions to other people. And that's what it is being a dreamer. Because if you're a dreamer, I think, I don't have proof to back this up. If you're a dreamer, that means you care about other people. And I want to be the hype man for everyone. I love it. Everyone needs a good hype man. I could be your hype man. So I more just wanted to make this because I wanted to make something that young dreamer Luke would have wanted to hear or needed to hear. I wish I would have known that it's not going to be easy being a dreamer because when you're a dreamer, everything could be rainbows and butterflies, and it's not. And that's okay. I didn't get emotional. I choked on my spit. But maybe some of you need to hear that. Maybe you just need to go on YouTube and be like, how to be a dreamer, how to survive being a dreamer. Or for my wife, oh my gosh, I married a dreamer. What do I do? Because she is a very logical, smart person, smartest person I've ever met. And I'm a dreamer. And she supports me in ways that I can't even fathom. And I support her in helping. We're like, hey, let's try this. Let's play a game with broken spaghetti and see how many we could throw into the bucket from across the kitchen because we don't have any money to do anything else. And you make the best of it. And that's what it is you survive and you make the best of it and you survive again. But most of all, keep on dreaming.
Blue String Chimes.